They used to say she was born with everything: beauty, wealth, grace, and a future that glittered brighter than gold. Her name was Ilara Vance. They used to say she was too beautiful for an ordinary life. Her name was Ilara, a light-skinned young lady in her 20s, elegant in the way only wealth and confidence could shape a woman. Her beauty wasn't loud, yet it was impossible to ignore. Her skin glowed softly, her eyes carried quiet pride, and when she walked into a room, heads turned without effort. Ilara was super rich, not the loud kind of rich, but the calm, unquestionable kind. Outside, her garage held expensive cars, sleek machines she drove whenever she felt bored, whenever she wanted to feel powerful. She had built a life many women prayed for, and because of that, Ilara believed she owed no one anything. She never believed in marriage, never believed in childbearing. To her, marriage was a trap, hidden behind romance. "I am too pretty to be tied down," she often said, smiling confidently. "I didn't work this hard to end up in a kitchen. I won't reduce myself for one man." Men came often, handsome men, wealthy men, men with estates, companies, cars, and influence. They came with gifts, proposals, promises of love and loyalty. Some came humbly, others proudly, but they all wanted the same thing: to call her wife. She turned every one of them down. Some begged, some tried again, some left quietly, embarrassed. She told herself she was smarter than that. She wanted peace, beauty, and control over her life. No crying babies, no responsibility beyond herself. Her parents watched her from a distance, proud of her success, but deeply worried. One evening, during a quiet visit, her mother sat beside her in the luxurious living room and held her hand. Her voice was gentle, but heavy with truth. "My daughter," she said softly, "money is good, but it cannot talk to you when you are sick." Her father nodded slowly. "One day, you will need more than beauty and wealth. We will not live forever." Ilara smiled, poured them wine, and brushed the words aside like dust. "I have everything I need," she said. "Love doesn't pay bills. Money does." Her mother's eyes filled with tears, but she said nothing more. Life continued beautifully. Ilara traveled the world, attended high-class events, dressed in expensive clothes, and laughed loudly among friends. She enjoyed admiration and independence. She loved waking up without answering to anyone, sleeping whenever she pleased. Loneliness was freedom. Then one day, everything changed. The phone rang early in the morning. Her father was gone. Not long after, her mother followed. Suddenly, the mansion felt too big. The walls that once represented success now echoed with grief. Ilara stood alone during the burials, surrounded by people who would return to their homes and families after the tears dried. She went back to her mansion alone. That was when her health began to fail. At first, it was small things: fatigue, dizziness, pain she couldn't explain. Then it became worse. Days passed when she could barely rise from bed. Her once strong body weakened, her hands trembled, and simple tasks became impossible. The same woman who refused marriage because she didn't want to cook or clean could no longer cook or clean at all. Nurses came in shifts, helpers were paid, doctors visited, money handled everything. But money could not stay overnight, could not hold her hand, could not look into her eyes and say, "I'm here." No child laughed in the next room, no husband sat beside her bed, worried and tired but present. One night, weak and exhausted, Ilara dragged herself to the mirror. She stared at her reflection for a long time. Her beauty was still there, but it felt useless now. Tears rolled down her face as memories flooded her mind. Every proposal she rejected, every warning she ignored, every moment she chose pride over connection. "I was wrong," she whispered. "I thought being pretty was enough. I thought money could replace love, but time does not wait for regret." In the end, she had wealth, comfort, and memories of happiness, but she faced her hardest moments alone, and that became her greatest lesson. Ilara lived, but with regret, and loneliness became her closest companion. This is not a story against independence. It is a story about balance, because in the end, no matter how rich, how beautiful, or how successful you are, Love is not a weakness, family is not a prison, and companionship is not a burden. Some lessons come early, others come when it's too late.